Good morning, guys. I am headed to work, and I've told you before that I don't put on my makeup till I get to my desk, so don't let that surprise you. I really did wake up like this. I was thinking about last night's message on forgiveness, and the part that I was really thinking about is that friend that I betrayed who did not forgive me immediately. I hope she's forgiven me by now. And she did not, we did not reconcile. And what I was thinking about this morning, when I say she taught me a valuable lesson, it is so true, because I often think about that situation. I think about her words to me, and her message to me was so clear that she just couldn't get past someone that she called a friend doing what I did to her. And so she was not willing to extend any forgiveness, and she surely wasn't willing to be my friend again. And in that email, she also talked about how she wondered what she had done, how she had trust issues. So I realized, and I realized it even more, that my careless act forever changed the fabric of her life. Even though it's absolutely up to her to work through her trust issues, to decide that it wasn't about her, it was about who I was, and do all of that work, I still gave her baggage. And I think what is so important to know is that our actions cause other reactions, and we have to be careful about that. We may be thinking it was one thing, but it was certainly another thing for that other person. And so the loss of that relationship, the fact that she would never know my daughter, she would never know my son, I would never know her children, we would not be a part of each other's lives, that was a huge loss to me. I didn't know how much it meant or how much it would come to mean until I didn't have it. So the impact on both sides was lasting. So I'm saying all that to say that in terms of the lessons that we have to get in life, in terms of what happens when you tell a person, I'm just not going to deal with you. Perhaps I would not be the person that I am. Perhaps I would not be the friend that I am. Perhaps I would have gone on to do that to somebody else. But today I am a great friend. Today I value my relationships. Today I think about the lasting impact of my actions. And perhaps if I didn't have that episode, I wouldn't see it in that way. So remember, so when you're thinking about forgiveness and reconciliation, when you're thinking about, because it would be easier to just tolerate this behavior than to take a stand and put people in timeout so that they can go think about their actions. Maybe you're getting in God's way when you tell them that they can behave any kind of way and still be accepted. I know with my children, I was probably a little too lenient because I did not want them to feel unloved, because there were times that I definitely felt that way. So I would tolerate their bad behavior sometimes, and it wasn't anything extraordinary. I didn't tolerate sin, and they were basically well-behaved kids, but they could be brats. And I would tolerate that, or I would put up with their moods and their antics. And what I realized is that I was teaching them that the world was going to behave that way toward them. And so I had to tailor my behavior, because what I didn't want is for them to think just because I love them kids, I love them no matter what, the good, bad, and the ugly, you better not mess with my babies. And I'm going to take them back. I'm going to love them. They can hurt my feelings. I'll cry and get over it, and they're going to be restored. What I had to learn is they needed a little bit of mom's disapproval so that they would know how to behave. And so sometimes those people that we don't want to put out of our lives until they learn how to act right or indefinitely, if they don't, sometimes we're in their way. So I just wanted to revisit that. I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have amazing relationships. And I hope that the people you love you in return. But sometimes you got to teach people how to treat you. This has been Christine Norman with Life 365. That's LYFE, for living your faith every day. Because faith is not just for Sundays. Faith is for our everyday lives. You guys be blessed.